Jake Gyllenhaal has sold his paparazzi-proof condo in Tribeca. He got $14 million. Brad Pitt just bought a mansion in LA from the Killer's Guitarist. Today, once again, we're taking a look at some of the top celebrity and luxury real estate headlines from the last couple weeks. Let's get into it. Story number one for today's episode, let's talk about Jake Gyllenhaal. So he just sold that condo in Tribeca, and apparently this place is somehow paparazzi-proof. The building has been home to tons of celebrities over the years, including Jennifer Lawrence, Harry Styles, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, even Bill Gates' daughter. Jake's specific property never officially hit the market, so there's no photos of his exact unit. He bought this one here in 2019 for $9 million. Even though we don't have photos of Jake's exact unit, I wanted to take a look at listing photos from another one here in the building just for fun. There are 53 units in total in here, and according to Architectural Digest, a lot of these units share a lot of the same architectural features. It's an old one too. This place was built in 1882, which is hard to wrap your head around. I mean, that's like 150 years ago. They call it paparazzi-proof for a couple reasons, but one of the reasons is because they've got this underground parking garage with valet service. There's a bunch of other private amenities, like, for example, the swimming pool. And there's not any photos of this part, but they say that behind the units, there's actually a central courtyard for residents only that you can't even see from the street. The former Colts owner, Jim Irsay's estate in Indiana just hit the market. We don't talk about Indiana all that often on here. They're asking $12 million for this one. The property sits on over 9 acres, it's bordering a golf club, and it's got a total of almost 26,000 square feet of living space when you include the main house and the guest houses. It is quite the property, 9 acres, and they're using every square inch of it. Check out this cover shot. The main house alone in this house is 24,000 square feet. Like, what if you misplace your phone or your keys or something? You're gonna be walking around for like 2 hours trying to find them. The listing is already in a pending status, which is actually kind of surprising because the finishes, they're not horrible, but to me, they feel a little bit dated. Like, in my opinion, this place needs a bit of a refresh. It is classy though. I mean, come on. Here's the office. This must be one of the 2 guest houses. And now for the amenities, okay? Starting with an indoor basketball court. We have a huge home gym, a movie theater, but not just a theater. You get a box office and a concession stand in the back. Somewhere else in here, they have what looks like a small jazz club or something. Of course, we have a wine cellar, a game room / music room. There's an indoor swimming pool. In fact, this whole room actually is just like a massive spa. And obviously there's plenty to do outside as well. I think I'm no longer surprised that this house is already pending. This place is legit. Next up, this is a fun one. A unit in Zaha Hadid's tower in Miami just hit the market, and they're asking $40 million for this place. This listing makes for the most expensive new build condo on the market in the area, and it's no surprise, this complex features just 37 units total that people refer to as mansions in the sky. Before we look at the photos, look at this, okay? 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 8,700 square feet, $31,000 per month HOA dues. Iconic architecture, and if you think about the fact that there's only 37 units up here, it makes you realize how big each one of these units really are. The listing description calls this little stretch of beach here Billionaire's Triangle. This property comes with 200 feet total of direct beach frontage. Check out that swimming pool at the top connecting the 2 towers. I personally think that's awesome, but let me know down in the comments, would you be freaked out to swim up here? We only get a handful of these renderings, but I mean, these are your views from inside. Pretty epic. Each one of these units comes with a massive patio. The kitchen is incredible, but here's a problem with a lot of these high design properties. I wouldn't even want to touch this kitchen, let alone make a mess in here. Amazing property, amazing grounds. We got water features. We got a swimming pool on a lower level. We got the swimming pool up top. Hard telling if they'll get their asking price. $40 million is a ton of money for a condo in this area, but best of luck to the seller. For our last story of the day, let's talk about Brad Pitt. He just scooped up a property in LA that he bought from the Killer's Guitarist. Brad has traded in and out of a handful of big properties around LA over the years. Wall Street Journal says that he's a bit of an architectural enthusiast. That Killer's guy and his wife paid just $9.5 million for the house just a few years ago, so they did all right. They flipped it to Brad for $12 million. These guys made a few $1,000,000 on this deal. There's no photos on Zillow anymore, so we're gonna flip back to the Wall Street Journal. Shout out to Tyler Hogan for the photos on this one. Starting with this shot featuring the hand-laid brick motor court. This is one of a couple of living rooms with a tin pan ceiling in it. In the kitchen / dining room, we got these nice vaulted ceilings with the exposed beams. Same thing going on with the ceiling detail in the master here. This house was built in 1989, so they did a good job modernizing an older house, but keeping some of those old original architectural details. I love how they use the same stone on the shower, on the floor, on the curb, on the tub, and over here for the vanity plus backsplash. Really nicely done. That's a wrap for this week's episode, you guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button down below before you go, and don't forget to subscribe to the Estate Media channel as well. We're putting this format of video out here on the Estate Media channel every Monday. So if you want to catch those episodes, hit subscribe, and I'll see you then.